What's up? Today it's another day. Today, range. I'm playing a Gmod game. A Gmod game. And I'm just gonna go on my account, subscribe to my channel, and make this get a million likes. I know it's dark because I don't want y'all seeing my face right now. And that's my code. Just talk. Do this. I'm playing a Gmod game, so that's how we play, but it's not because I just play. And this got weird. So go all the way to that. I'm sorry, y'all. Just look at this. The moon. I'm gonna go see. Okay. And we don't have anything to say. I'm not looking at that. Okay. Dang, you're talking about. Let's go. Oh, shoot. What is this shit? Oh my god. Yes, I can go to jail for this. I can actually go to jail for this. Oh, I got the cops on me. Hold up, I got the cops on me. I have the cops on me. Hold up. I'm going to jail. Like, I'm getting out of jail. The police are now taking me. They're taking me downtown. Oh, that's my car. They're about to pass. Hey, why y'all drifting on my car? Oh, fudge! Bro, Jesus Christ, my car! They doing that on purpose. Hey, oh, these cops are thugs, bro. These cops are thugs, bro. Oh, thank you, cops. I'll see y'all later. Like, oh, fuck. I'm gonna do the massive drift ever. It's like the massive drift ever. I'm gonna drift on my car too. I'm drifting in my car. Hey, that was the right point. I know I have a gun, y'all. I know I have a gun. Yes, I saw him. Yeah, accident. It's still good. I'll do it. Watch this. Drive, cop, chair. I see that chair right there, right? There's nothing. Just don't think about it. Okay. Watch. Look. What should do today? I don't know what all this stuff for. I'm just looking at stuff. Black coffee. I made the chair. Here you go. Hit the chair. Oh, but. Okay, we're back again. Just drift on the car. Just one drift. Just one drift. I crashed it. I'm just doing my voice up like that. Watch this. Let me speed up. Hold up. You got it. This. Guys, give 1,000,000 likes when I do this. I swear I know. Three, two, go. I'm in the military now. I'm now this is this is another Gmod, but it's called the Sandbox. The other one was unlimited, but you can't even see me because I'm dark. Watch. Oh no, it's just my black screen. Yes, I have a black screen, and then it loads up. I'm from England and it lives up and I'm from England. But I'm not from England. My name is from England, bro. I'm not trying to be racist, bro. I'm not really trying to be racist. I'm not saying problems. If you think I'm black, white, I'm good. And this is psoriasis. This is psoriasis. It's really not touchable. Ow. My skin. Okay. Okay. So, smoke pot. Smoke. So, how did you come up with me? Shade. Okay. Um, I left for a few minutes, but I was kind of. I wasn't trying to have do I gotta restart this already? Please don't. Mm, 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 mm. Well, let's watch. Let's watch. Deuce. Wanna watch Deuce? Okay. We're gonna be watching. We are gonna be watching Deuce. Psych.
Why is their unlimited data so expensive? See it all the time. They expect all of us to share? So, you're ready to switch.
It's kind of weird.
I used to cry and cry for days, and now I'm rocking my scars and I rock them with a smile. The dolphin accident was on Friday. I was at work, and we usually have bell clock every Friday where everyone is just happy, laptops down, no one is working, and there was something fun to celebrate that day because I received good news the day before that I actually got a job offer in California. It was me, Gonzo, my friend, and some other two of my friends. We stayed over up until 11 o'clock. A little bit MMA and mostly
the legs, because the only way to tone up is the weights for the most part.
I do like a couple thousand squats a day. Deontay's abs. Serena's legs.
Yeah.
No, non sono contento del mio corpo perfetto, perché non è perfetto. La mia perfezione è un'altra cosa.
Transgender Fulvia Pellegrino has spent €80,000 over the last 15 years transforming her body through surgery.
Non è una droga, la chirurgia estetica, ma è un bisogno mio e di altre persone come me. Siccome non sono contento del mio viso e di altre parti del corpo,
And her wife Marisa has stood by her.
La relazione è cambiata a piccoli passi, proprio perché all'inizio anche Fulvia ha cambiato a piccoli passi. Quindi tutte le cose che abbiamo fatto, i dottori, la terapia, hanno anche aiutato me a capire cosa stava succedendo in lei.
56-year-old Fulvia, who was born Fulvia, had wanted to transition for years, but didn't feel able to until she was married in her 40s.
io mi sono resa conto e ho scoperto molto giovane
New Sour Patch Kids Freeze. Sour, sweet, gone.
Attention pre-K1. I have a special announcement for a little boy that I flew so many miles to see and to tell him how much I love him.
Aton and Ronnie Ehrman have been Arizona Coyotes season ticket holders since 1996 and were called out to drop the ceremonial puck before the final game of the season when they were greeted with the surprise of their life.
Ehrman family, we have a special guest delivering tonight's game puck. Please direct your attention to the Coyotes tunnel and welcome home from Afghanistan your son, Sergeant Daniel Ehrman.
Aton was so shocked and overwhelmed to see his son that he fell right onto the ice.
That is unbelievable. Take a look at that. That is a proud father right there.
Luckily, he didn't get hurt, and the family was able to enjoy this special moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we welcome to the swamp the family of Gainesville native Officer Christian Dinkins, who is currently serving in Afghanistan.
Like on many Saturdays, the Dinkins family was at the swamp to cheer on their beloved Florida Gators. But this was no ordinary football game. This time, they were invited onto the field for a special message.
to my wife, my children, my mother and father, I miss you, I love you, and I'll be home soon, I promise.
Officer Christian Dinkins was stationed in Afghanistan, serving his 5th tour with the United States Army. With tears in their eyes, his children joined their father by doing the infamous Gator Chomp. But little did they know that with the help of the Florida head coach Jim McElwain and Christian's wife, his kids were in for the surprise of their lives.
And now, help us welcome home the Gator, the son, the father, the husband, who has just completed his 5th tour in Afghanistan, Officer Christian Dinkins. Welcome home.
The 90,000 fans roared as the family reunited, sharing long-awaited hugs. Christian was overwhelmed with emotion.
I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these children and my family. It was wonderful.
His children, clearly in a state of shock, couldn't believe their father was finally home.
I couldn't believe what happened. I was like, oh my gosh. I just broke down in tears.
Very overwhelming. Like, I'm speechless. Like, really. I'm finally glad to go home. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Be sure to watch Inside Edition.
A military
military dog was honored as he took his last breaths. Vodza, an 11-year-old German Shepherd, was suffering from a degenerative illness affecting his spinal cord. His handler, Kyle Smith, had to make the difficult decision to put him down. Smith and Vodza first started working together while deployed to Kyrgyzstan in 2012. When it was time for the dog to retire, Smith adopted him, and they've been inseparable ever since. When Smith took him to the vet, he had a moment with Vodza on the floor before putting him on the table. Smith never left his best friend's side as he slipped away. That's when his boss ordered someone to find an American flag to drape over the dog's body. A beautiful send-off for a dog who served his country and won't soon be forgotten. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.
It's a Marine carrying his beloved war dog to his final farewell. The 10-year-old bomb-sniffing dog named Cena is about to be euthanized because of an aggressive form of bone cancer. But not before a hero send-off. Hundreds came from far and wide to say goodbye to Cena in Muskegon, Michigan, many of them veterans. Folks rubbed him tenderly. Corporal Jeff DeYoung and Cena were first paired in 2009 in Afghanistan. Cena was just 9 months old.
My whole adult life, I've had Cena. When I was 19 overseas, learning how to be responsible, I had Cena. And now I'm 27, and I'm having to say goodbye to one of the biggest pieces of my life.
They served in combat together and have remained inseparable. But now the end is near. Cena is too weak to walk, and it's heartbreaking to watch Corporal DeYoung pull his pal along in the wagon.
Alright, buddy. The one thing I wanted to do was ride around in a Jeep Wrangler with Cena in the passenger seat with the top off, just cruise. A last ride sort of thing. Any way I could do it, it was going to happen.
DeYoung wanted Cena to feel the breeze one last time. The two sat side by side in the back of an open Jeep. When the ride is over, DeYoung boards the USS LST, a museum ship where Cena was put to sleep at last. His best friend may be gone, but it was a farewell tribute fit for a war hero.
Poor puppy, poor police officer. What a precious picture of Officer Kareem Garibaldi fast asleep right next to this little one. Apparently, the dog was running loose around a Florida neighborhood with no identification. Garibaldi almost ran it over, searched for the owner, but never found them. Instead of abandoning it, at the end of his third 12-hour shift, he brought the pet to the SPCA. Someone on staff then took this cute can-do.
There was this officer and this puppy. It was amazing. I looked at that and said, oh, this is just melting my heart, not realizing what a great photo it was going to be until after the fact.
Later that day, the pup found a new home. This special moment was Roberto Gonzalez's one last dying wish. A reunion with his two best friends, Sugar and Ringo, in the hospital. They're so close, it's almost as if they're kissing. The Vietnam veteran's organs are failing. For him, seeing his prized horses one last time meant everything. Gonzalez was shot and hurt while on duty during the war in 1970. He became paralyzed because of those injuries. But it didn't stop Roberto from following his dreams of becoming a horse rancher in Texas. Roberto was recently admitted into a VA hospital due to his deteriorating health. Because he knows the end is near, he asked his wife to see his horses one final time. So the hospital staff wheeled Roberto's bed outside for his visit with his beloved animals. What a good one. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Lee Sheps. When a bus driver in Milwaukee, Wisconsin saw a child walking around by herself, she knew something was up.
Where you going? Here. Where you live?
Tiff thought the child might be lost, so she pulled over and brought the girl on board the bus. She waited with her while a police officer could come help. The city's transit system says the girl told the officer she lived nearby but didn't know how to get home. That's when he took her by the hand and helped her find her house. Now Lee is being commended for her kindness and willingness to help the child, just like one of her colleagues did earlier this year. That's when bus driver Denise Wilson saw a child walking around the streets alone at night with no coat or shoes. It turns out the boy wandered out of his house that night and also couldn't find his way home. Both children were safely returned to their parents thanks to these ladies. After all, helping people make their way home is...
New Sour Patch Kids Fire. Sour, sweet, gone.
This little girl is jumping up and down for good reason. She can't wait to see her big brother emerge from the school bus. She runs into his arms and gets a giant bear hug in return. Then he carries her all the way to the sidewalk. Every day at 4:04 p.m., 3-year-old Ava faithfully waits for her older brother to get off the school bus. And without missing a beat, she always runs to greet him. Then they walk home holding each other close. Their mother, Verlonda Jackson, says they weren't always so adoring with each other.
They would argue over the iPad or argue over who got more chicken nuggets on their plate. Everything changed when Tariq went to kindergarten because that became the longest time that they were separated throughout the day.
Tariq, who's your best friend?
Ava.
Ava's your best friend? Ava, who's your best friend?
Mommy.
Oh, Mommy! But there's always room for a bear hug from Big Brother.
Delbert and Sunam Wetter are the parents of 2 young children. The Wetters are deaf. Their home is set up with cameras and sound machines that they rely on to help keep their children safe, but they say they aren't always accurate.
The very first question often that the parent has when the baby is crying is whether the baby is hurt or not.
But now there's a new app called Chatter Baby that analyzes the sound of babies' cries. It's for hearing impaired caretakers, and it was created by this mother of 4.
It looks at the types of frequencies that are in the cry, and it looks at the different patterns of sound and silence.
Dr. Ariana Anderson made it after having her 3rd child.
As a statistician, I see the world in terms of numbers and patterns, and so the first thought was whether or not I could train a computer algorithm to do what my ears as a parent could automatically do.
She collected data from more than 2,000 infant cries to determine not only when a baby is crying, but why. Input from families such as the Wetters is crucial for the app's success. They say the app could be a game changer for all parents.
It would help the children be safe. Right away, it's not such a struggle to identify what's going on.
Now that sounds like peace of mind. I'm Kelly Nealon for InsideEdition.com. Victoria Bradley says when her daughter Francesca was born, just 2 days after the 24-week abortion limit, she looked like a fetus. Her hand was the size of a fingernail. Her feet the size of pennies. The little girl weighed less than 2 pounds, and no one expected her to survive. But 9 months later, Francesca is thriving and defying all odds. She fought off meningitis, collapsed lungs, and kidney problems, had 15 blood transfusions.
What the hell are you watching? It's Inside Edition. It's editing.
Doctors worked for 11 hours to separate a set of twin girls joined at the top of the head. The operation on 10-month-old twins Aaron and Abby Delaney took place at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. The hospital says the girl's condition, known as craniopagus, is the least common type of conjoined twins. Aaron and Abby's parents first learned their daughters were conjoined 11 weeks into their mom Heather's pregnancy. After finding out, the North Carolina mother traveled to Pennsylvania every 2 weeks for checkups, while doctors devised a plan to divide the girls. Aaron and Abby will recover at the hospital for now, but Heather says when her daughters finally get to go home, They'll have a welcome home, baby shower, and first birthday party all at once. We think that's a great reason to celebrate. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Kelly Nealon.
Little Savannah and Scarlett, who were born conjoined at the heart, liver, diaphragm, and sternum, have now been successfully separated in an extremely rare surgery that took 6 to 8 hours. The twins were born in April at the University of Florida Health Shands Children's Hospital and separated at
Paisley Morrison Johnson was born with an adult-sized tongue caused by a rare genetic condition. It made her unable to breathe on her own for the first week of her life. She struggled to eat and needed a feeding tube in her stomach for 6 months since her tongue was more than twice the size of her mouth. The tongue grew back after the first surgery, but after her second reduction, Paisley can now smile for the first time. The now 16-month-old will be able to speak her first words after having more than 6 inches of muscle removed. Paisley's
I'm mad. I'm hurt.
A mother's anguish over the loss of her 6-month-old baby named Brandon. She blames the Dallas, Texas 911 system and T-Mobile.
I want them to take responsibility of my son's death.
Brandon was in the care of a babysitter who says he fell and stopped breathing. That's what she called 911 3 times within an hour and was placed on hold at one point for more than 30 minutes.
I want the problem solved immediately. If it takes a longer period of time, I want to know why.
The city's mayor also blaming the cell phone carrier, claiming ghost calls made unintentionally from T-Mobile phone users may be why an operator couldn't be reached. The issues at the call center have been ongoing since November 2016. In a statement, the company said it has been working daily on a permanent solution to the problem.
Yeah.
Say hi, Mommy.
But for now, this mom is forced to bury her son 6 months after his birth.
I would never want no mother, no father to go through the pain that I'm going through right now.
YouTube, that's it. Yes, that's it, okay?
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Alicia.